Yoki came across a headline that stopped him cold. A finance worker in Hong Kong transferred $25 million to criminals. He wasn't hacked, his password wasn't stolen, he wasn't threatened. He simply attended a meeting, but everyone in that meeting was fake. Yoki had to understand how this happened, so he investigated. Yoki started with the company Arup, a British engineering giant, 18,000 employees, 90 countries, decades of global infrastructure projects. The kind of company with rigorous financial controls, experienced staff, and layers of verification. Before Yoki could understand what happened next, he needed to understand what a deepfake actually is. To create a convincing deepfake, attackers need three things: their face, their voice, and enough footage to train an AI on both. They find this everywhere: LinkedIn profile videos, company website interviews, YouTube conference recordings, Instagram stories, publicly available material that nobody thinks twice about posting. It practices until it can replicate that person convincingly in real time. During the actual call, the attacker sits behind a screen, their real face replaced by the target's face, their real voice replaced by the target's voice. The AI syncs everything live: expressions, mouth movements, even blinking. The only tells are subtle, slightly unnatural blinking, a fraction of a second audio delay, background lighting that doesn't quite match, under pressure. In a professional context, most people never notice any of it. Yoki sat with that for a moment. The face is real. The voice is real. The person is not. Yoki went deeper. Phase 1, the email. The employee received a message, supposedly from the company's CFO in the UK. It requested a secret transaction. The employee read it, and his instincts fired. Something felt wrong. He almost ignored it entirely, but the attackers had anticipated it. So they moved to phase 2. The video call, an invitation arrived. A group video conference the employee joined, and there they were, the CFO, his colleagues, familiar faces, familiar voices, the usual office backgrounds. Everyone nodded along, everyone agreed. The employee's suspicion dissolved, and Yoki understood why. He could see them, he could hear them, he knew these people. What he didn't know was that every single person on that call, except him, was a deep fake, a room full of perfect illusions, built specifically to defeat his caution. Phase 3. The transfers. Convinced by what he saw and heard, the employee followed his instructions. He executed the first transaction, then the second, then the third. 15 transactions in total, across 5 local bank accounts. 200 million Hong Kong dollars, 25.6 million US dollars, gone. Just like that. Phase 4. The discovery. Days passed. Then he did something routine. He checked back in with Arup's headquarters in London. He mentioned the transfers. The real CFO had no knowledge of any meeting, no knowledge of any transaction. Yoki paused his investigation here. The aftermath. Hong Kong police launched an investigation in February 2024, issuing a public warning to businesses without naming the company. In May 2024, global outlets confirmed the target was Arup. The company stated their financial stability was not affected. That is a polished corporate statement for, we absorbed the loss and moved on. Most companies cannot say that, but here's what the headline doesn't tell you. This employee was not careless. He was experienced enough to be suspicious of the very first email. The attackers knew that, so they didn't try to trick him with the message. They built an entire room full of people he trusted and put him in it. That is social engineering, at a scale most people cannot imagine. And Yoki found that Arup is not alone. According to Deloitte, deepfake fraud is projected to cost banks and their customers $40 billion by 2027. This was not a one-off incident. This is an industry. So what do you do with this information? Remember all three. 1. Any video call can be faked. Seeing someone's face is no longer proof that they are there. The technology exists, it is accessible, it is improving every single day. 2. Urgency and secrecy. In any financial request are red flags, not reasons to comply. Legitimate executives do not request secret transactions. The moment someone combines urgency, secrecy, and money, stop. 3. Always verify. Call back on a number you already have saved, not one provided in the suspicious message. One phone call to the real person would have saved $25.6 million. The technology that built that fake CFO is not slowing down. It is getting cheaper, faster, and more convincing every month. The defense is not better software, it is better habits. Yoki investigated this case, so you wouldn't have to learn it the hard way. A company lost $25 million because criminals built perfect illusions. You now know how that illusion was built. Yoki got smarter, so did you.